In this video, we discuss 6 basic Social Security questions that most people can't answer. Are you one of them? Coming up next on Holy Schmidt.
Holy Schmidt!
Sometimes we human beings think that if we're familiar with something, we know more about it than we really do. This is called the Dunning-Kruger effect, and it's the basis for TV shows like Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?, where adults try, unsuccessfully in most cases, to answer questions from a fifth grader's textbook. If necessary, they're aided by their fifth grade partner, who almost always knows the correct answer to that question. Let's test to see if you are going through the Dunning-Kruger effect when it comes to your knowledge of Social Security by covering off 6 basic questions that most people don't actually know. Let's start with an easy one and work our way toward the harder ones. Question number 1 is, what factors affect the size of your Social Security payment? Those factors, by the way, are the number of years you've worked, the amount that you earned while you were working, and when you claimed your benefits, at what age you claimed your benefits, at 62, 63, 65, or even 70 for some of you. The Social Security Administration takes your best 35 years of income, index that income to today's dollars, adds it all together, and then divides by 35, and you have your average indexed annual income. They then divide that number by 12 and come up with your average indexed monthly earnings, or your AIME. This is something that is very important. Your AIME is the basis for how your Social Security payment is calculated. If you have low earning years, or worse yet, no earning years, the SSA will still sum all of your years and divide that by 35. This means that if you have a few zeros, you may not notice the difference, but if you have many of them, you'll definitely notice the difference. Also note that I said your best 35 years of earnings. Note that many people, in fact most people, when they start their job, don't earn a lot. Their big earning years come later, sometimes even much later. Then, of course, when you claim is very important. If you're the primary insured, you can claim as early as age 62 or as late as age 70. The earlier you claim, the more payments you get, but the smaller the payment. The later you claim, the bigger your payment, but the lower the number of payments. The next question that most people can't answer, and that is there any way that you individually can have your Social Security payment taken away from you once you start receiving your Social Security payment? Most people think the answer is no, because they've never heard of anybody having their Social Security payment taken away from them. And frankly, since they feel like they've paid into Social Security their entire time in the workforce, they're due their Social Security payment. However, they would be incorrect. There is one way, and that is in the event of incarceration. If you're in prison for more than 30 days, the Social Security Administration will stop paying you your benefit. I'll also note that once the person is released from prison, their Social Security payment starts again, but the government doesn't feel like they should pay for the cost of food and to house you and also give you Social Security at the same time. There are also other ways where your Social Security payment can be taken away, but those ways generally relate to either creditors or alimony, and your Social Security payment ends up someplace else, not back in the SSA's coffers. The next question, does your Social Security payment increase at full retirement age if you claim early? The answer is no. Many people think that when they claim Social Security, something magical happens to their payment when they reach full retirement age. They know that if they take it early, they get a smaller payment than if they wait a few years, but most people believe that when that magic day arrives, and it is the day that they reach full retirement age, their payment increases. This is particularly true since you can wait up to age 70 to claim Social Security, and full retirement age is its own individual designation. There is no other designation between the time you can start taking Social Security and full retirement age. Don't get me wrong, full retirement age does convey special benefits upon the recipient of Social Security. The big one is that you can actually work full time and claim Social Security, and the SSA won't claw back any of your Social Security payment. But there is no additional increase at full retirement age for those that claim early. The next question that almost everybody gets wrong is, when do you reach full retirement age? This is a confusing question for 2 reasons. The first is that full retirement age doesn't mean maximum payment age. That's age 70. The second is that full retirement age is different depending on the year that you were born. If you were born in 1954 or earlier, your full retirement age is 66. If you were born in 1955, your full retirement age is 66 and 2 months. 1956, 66 and 4 months. 1957, 66 and 6 months, 1958, 66 and 8 months, 1959, 66 and 10 months, and 1960 or later, age 67. Next, can you claim Social Security retirement benefits if you've never worked? The short answer is no, not as the primary insured. It is possible for a spousal benefit or a dependent benefit, but not as the primary insured in the family. And to be super clear, the question usually relates to someone coming into this country and retiring immediately and claiming Social Security. That doesn't happen. And as I pointed out in the first question, there's a very specific formula that's used to determine your Social Security payment. One of those is taxable income, and another is the quarterly income test. You need to have $1,640 per quarter in income in order to qualify for Social Security, and you have to have 40 quarters of this amount. And the final question that most people can't answer is how much can you earn and still collect Social Security without having to give any of your Social Security payment back? Well, if you are under full retirement age, and this is not your full retirement age year, it's $21,240. For every $2 over that amount, you have to give $1 back to the SSA. In your full retirement age year, but before reaching full retirement age, you can earn up to $56,520. For every $3 above that amount, you have to give $1 back to the SSA. After you reach full retirement age, you can earn as much as you want, or at least as much as the market will bear, and you don't have to give any of your payment back to the Social Security Administration. If you like this video, check out that video on why most people file for Social Security at age 62. Are they correct? Also, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. YouTube uses the number of likes in its algorithm to determine where a video sits in the search results, and I want to help as many people as possible. This is Jeff Schmidt. Thanks for watching.